Frank. Thank you very much. A local sports enthusiast has come up with the ultimate sports list, a bucket list of 150 things sports fans should do. He's also come up with an interactive website for fans to share their experiences and opinions. Tom Walsh is revealing his top 10 on his list, and he joins us this morning. First of all, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Rob. Good morning.
Let's talk about how did you come up with this list of 150 things?
It started a few years back. I was on a business trip to Albany, New York, and I was able to, in some spare time, go visit the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown and the Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield. And as I was flying back to Cincinnati, I said, you know, what other events would I like to see?
Sure.
So I started jotting names down. And a couple years ago, I'd had this list and never really done anything with it. And I said, you know what, this really needs to be a website.
And so it's a website, and it's interactive. How is it interactive?
Well, fans can go on and do a few things. Number one, they can check off the events that they've been to,
sure,
and they receive a rating.
Okay.
Number two, if they don't like our list, they can create their own list, and there can be events from our list, or there can be other events. Three, and this is where we really want it to become a kind of a virtual sports bar for
sure,
people. When they've been to an event, they can go in, upload pictures, upload comments, so that if somebody decides, say, they want to go to Wrigley Field someday,
yeah,
they can go to our website and it's a resource.
I love it.
They can say, this is a great place to go before the game, here's how you get there, here's where you park, etc.
Okay, so here is now the top 10 on his list. You start with the Indianapolis 500. Why is that on your list?
Indianapolis 500, obviously, it's considered one of the top 3 motorsports races in the world. It's the largest single-day attendance of any sporting event.
You've been there?
Been there.
Kentucky Derby.
Kentucky Derby, number 9, obviously the greatest 2 minutes in sports. Once again, another huge, not just event, but social event.
World Series.
World Series, the Fall Classic, is really one of the great championship events, in not just the United States, but the world.
Wimbledon.
Wimbledon is one of my personal favorites. I've not been there. My wife and I are going to go there at some point.
Awesome.
Just one of the neatest settings and grounds for a sporting event in London.
Winter Olympics.
Well, in the Olympics, the Winter Olympics particularly, we just saw it in Vancouver last winter. You know, just a huge gathering of athletes and fans from around the world.
NCAA Men's Final Four.
The Final Four, and that was in Indianapolis this spring, obviously, is once again the culmination of March Madness, and you know, productivity in the United States declines precipitously those first couple of weeks, and that's the culmination.
The Masters.
The Masters is probably of the ones I've been to my favorite. Just one of the most beautiful plots of land you've ever seen. I mean, you walk around the place, you can't find a weed. It's absolutely a beautiful setting.
Super Bowl.
This is a little controversial. The Super Bowl obviously is the biggest event in American sports. It becomes controversial when we announce number 2.
Number 2 is the World Cup, yeah.
The World Cup final. There's a lot of people that debate back and forth which is a bigger event. Obviously the World Cup starts today, culminating in the final a month from today. Really, you know, on a worldwide stage, the most watched event every 4 years.
Summer Olympics.
In the Summer Olympics at number 1 is really the largest event in terms of athletes, in terms of fans, in terms of television audience. You know, our voters said the greatest sporting event in the world.
And so the website is called the Ultimate Sports List. We have a link on our website, fox19.com. It's interactive. You can look at the list, you can look at pictures, and you can give your opinion about it. Created by Tom Walsh, an entrepreneur, and also a Miami University graduate.
Correct.
Nice job, man.
Rob, thank you.
All the best to you.
You too, thanks.
We have much more straight ahead on the Fox 19 Morning.